Hello, Jan here from Into the Woods, and it's a May bank holiday. It's a beautiful day. I'm out in the garden and I've come to put some beans in, some climbing French beans, to replace some beans that were eaten by a rabbit. How annoying. Anyway, moving on. I've got some lovely beans that I've been raising in the greenhouse, and they're going to fill these spaces here where the blinking rabbit has come and chewed off the ones that I had growing. And then I'm going to put the canes in and they're going to romp away now that the weather's getting warmer. So maybe you're wondering, well, why does she bother? Why does she bother growing all these seedlings? Why doesn't she just plant into the soil? And this is part of my own style of gardening that I've developed. The main points of my gardening are A, that it's organic, so that it's only got good stuff there that I want to go into our bodies. 2 is water conservation, and 3 is soil conservation. I think water conservation and soil conservation, that's what's going to save the world. That's what's going to save humanity. You can forget oil and metals and anything else that we think is a precious resource. Soil is our most precious resource, and without it we're completely stuffed. So I really try to build my soil and to preserve my soil, and a lot of the way that I garden is to do with that. That's the ethics. The reality of how I came to garden like this is because we did a foolish thing. We had 3 kids in 4 years. And so I was really busy with 3 little toddlers. And in an area where I couldn't buy organic vegetables at that time. And because I had these beautiful, fresh little creatures that I was taking care of, I wanted to fill their bodies with good stuff. It was even more important to be eating organic vegetables. So gardening was really important to me, and yet I didn't have the time to do it. And so this style of gardening has developed as a way of saving time to get maximum yields for as little time as possible. Because, I mean, there were times when the kids were little when 10 minutes at a time in the garden was all I got, you know, so I had to make it count. And one of the things that I found works well for me is to put the plants in the garden when they've got over the baby stage. So I baby them in here in the greenhouse. They're up off the ground, they don't get eaten by slugs, they don't get attacked by birds. I can keep them watered all the time. I don't, without wasting a load of water on the whole of the bed. I don't have to water the whole bed, I just have to use a little bit to water my seedlings here. I can keep an eye on them, so I can look at them and look at their health. If one of them looks like it's a bit sickly, I'll just nip it out before the problem spreads. So they spend their babyhood in here, in the greenhouse. And that also extends the season because it's warmer in here. I can get them going faster. And I don't put them out until they're children or even teenagers, actually. Which means that it just saves a load of time. And it means that by the time they do go out, they're strong, they've got a fantastic root system because, excuse me, I grow them in pots, so I make sure that they're always separate by themselves, either in a module with lots of others or in a separate pot, and that means that the roots are not disturbed when I come to plant them. I just tip them out, pop them in the ground, nestle them in, and they can keep growing. I don't have to disturb their roots in any way. That's how I do it. So it's the end of the day now. I have the beans filled in. They're all looking great. And just one more thing about this growing seedlings thing. I always grow too many. I grow lots, more than my need. And so that when I've put my seedlings out into the garden, I'll have some left over. These are some beans that are waiting in the wings. If any of those guys turn sick or die, I've got some waiting in the wings to replace them. And if they're not needed, there's always another gardener who'll be glad of them. Or I can just fit them in somewhere else. And you're probably thinking, well, that's all very well for her. She's got this lovely greenhouse. And it's true, I do have this beautiful greenhouse. It's a relatively recent addition to our garden. Someone kindly gave it to us. For most of my gardening career, I've either used windowsills in the house, or I had one of those little, no taller than me, little plastic tubular frame with polythene over and a zip up the front and some tiers. You can buy them cheaply from garden centres for about, I don't know, £25. And that worked beautifully for years. This is luxury, having these shelves here, but you don't need it. You can manage fine without, if you choose to do this seedling system.